Hello everyone, it's Stephen here on BlueMoonRisingTV. I'm joined by Elliot.
Hey!
Elliot is looking fresh and styling because he's wearing the most beautiful t-shirt that he had to wear for a forfeit. We'll get onto that in a little bit more detail, but for now, admire the beautiful bald man and Elliot Eastwick.
Hey!
We're going to go into predict the team. We're going to go into the City Predictor because it's the derby, it's the big one. But first of all, we're going to start with FanDuel because I am winning money and it's absolutely amazing. I love it. Elliot's won money. No, he's not. Sorry, Alex has won money. You've won nothing.
Alex is basically everybody here at BlueMoonRisingTV that's done it so far has won, apart from me. I think pretty much. I'm terrible at it.
And we're finishing above the other channels as well, like Spur, Don, Full Time Devils, the Football Republic, all that lot. We're beating them. So we thought we'd actually up the ante a little bit. We're going to go into the fan challenge one, which has got a pot of $7,500. It's a £5 entry, but it's obviously it's free if you don't win any money and it's your first bet.
Yeah, so if you don't finish in the paying places, your £5's refunded.
Yep, which is easy. You know, you should be fine.
We've gone big time.
We're going big time here. We're taking it up a notch. Actually, as well, if anyone finishes above us, Elliot will design you a t-shirt, will you?
I
hope you will.
Oh, thanks, Stephen. Yeah, I'll hand draw you a Pep's Ball t-shirt if you finish above us. Your very own, because this is a limited edition.
And that's obviously worth
only
a
one
lot
of these.
money.
You don't want this one because it stinks.
But anyway, we've got the team from last week. Last week, the actual us Bloomer Rising, we didn't do very well. We finished like 240th out of about 300 people,
right?
Which wasn't very good. I think Aguero didn't help by the fact he didn't score and got sent off.
Yes.
That didn't help. We did all right. We had Barry, which is probably a little bit too functional midfield. But this week we've gone clinical. We've gone for points. People who just get points, even if they aren't the biggest names necessarily. So
that's not a bad way of doing it either. You know, is selecting who's had the most points the previous week and cherry picking a few of them.
How many times have you entered?
This week about 9, I think.
I can't lose. I actually hope you make money now. But we've gone in goal for Caballero. I actually made this choice a couple of days ago before I knew Bravo was actually available. But I still think he might start. You know, we'll see.
I wonder if it's too big a game for Bravo to start.
And he's not a trainer of the first team yet either, so that's interesting. So we've got him through in goal. We've gone for Kyle Norton and Van Arnholt and Rose. It's three fullbacks, a centre back there. Yep. But the fullbacks get points. They get assists, they get goals, they get forwards. Yep. So Rose, Norton, Van Arnholt. Then in midfield, I've got 2 City players there. We've gone for Silva and Raheem Sterling. These are going to be important, aren't they, surely?
Yeah, especially in the derby. This is Sterling's time to shine, so I think he's a good one to stick in there for this week.
Hazard as well, goals galore. Etienne Capoue, the brilliantly named Capoue, he's having a great FanDuel season so far. He's getting points and goals, and he seems like a good bet as well.
Yep.
And then, obviously, we have to have that man, the beast, Alvaro Negredo. He's just a stalwart now.
Negredo's been every single FanDuel I've done, in total about 20 of them, Negredo's been every single one. And can we have him in every week? Even if he's injured?
Well, do you know what? Yes. Even if he's injured. Yes. Regardless, he's there. Yeah, he'll get points from the bench somehow. Aguero can't be there. We would have chosen him, but he did a naughty. And Nolito.
He did a naughty.
Nolito, we chose Nolito because I think he'll have a big role to play. So we've got him up front there. And Diego Costa, who's hit a bit of form, scored 2 goals for Spain.
Yeah.
That's our team. There's a chance for you to win a Pep's Ball t-shirt. Screenshot your teams, your 11s, send them to our Twitter, BMRisingTV, or send them on Facebook or whatever. Let us know in the comments on what team you've got and so on, and see if you can beat us lot. I'm on there, Stephen BRMTV. You're called Elliot
Beastwick. I'm called Beastwick.
Elliot Beastwick.
Just Beastwick in capital letters.
It's a great name. I like it. It's better than mine.
It's after Negredo. It's a homage.
But anyway, let's go on to pick the team.
So it's the big one, Saturday. City v United. United v City. It's the derby. It's huge. Nerves. We've got, it could be a very weird team that we see on Saturday. It could be a very new team because we've got a lot of people that were injured. We've got a lot of the new players that are ready and fit. So it's going to be a tricky pick. The team will start at the back with the keeper.
But do you reckon, before we get into that, we're going to see the likes of Gundogan, Sane and Bravo? Do you reckon they'll be involved?
Yeah.
There's quite a definitive answer. There we go. So
I think we'll definitely see Sane. We'll move on to that in a minute. I think Sane will definitely see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go for. I think Bravo might actually. I know I put him in the FanDuel.
You put Caballero in this.
Now I've changed my mind since I think Bravo might actually start. What do you reckon?
I think he's been here for a few weeks now. He's been here 2 weeks now, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's trained, but I've got a feeling he might just throw him in because Pep does trust him.
He must have done a reasonable amount of training. Of course, there's been the international break and all that, but. I think Pep will throw him in. It's such a huge one to throw him in for, though. And if he gets kind of fed to the Lions, yeah, exactly. There's a chance that, especially with Ibrahimovic, if he's on form, then
did you see that
somebody's got the work cut out.
Zlatan did that marketing thing where he sent him a training kit to a marketing thing. Zlatan sent a training kit to Bravo, so because he needs extra work ahead of the derby because he's got to face Zlatan. I hope he plays and saves a penalty. Just I would love it if he played and Zlatan missed the penalty. But I think he might play. So
I think he might play as well. He's got to start at some point. I mean, there's no point in having him sat on his.
I agree. Sanya has declared himself fit, so he could be. I think I've got a feeling we played Zabra a lot recently, haven't we?
Yeah.
So
I saw somebody who was doing a sort of, who they think might play on Twitter the other day, and they mentioned Sanya, and they got so much stick off United fans saying, Sanya, can't believe you've gone for him.
Sanya's class, absolute class.
There's only City fans that know how good Sanya is. It's
crazy. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's narrow-minded, nothingness.
He'll play.
He's great. I think
I'm sure of it. Yeah.
To be honest, I've got a lot of faith in Ivan. I think Zaba's got a bit of his form back now as well under a manager who's really focused the team. So I'm happy with either of them. I think it might be Sanya though, because I think he's back. He's more defensively astute, I reckon, these days.
Yeah.
And in defence, I know Company's not quite back yet, so can you see past Stones and Otamendi?
No, not really. No, I think Stones has been terrific so far, and he's got a great brain as well. Stones, you can see he's very creative, and he thinks a lot when he plays. He's the kind of player you need at the back against United.
Yeah.
Especially with Pogba and Ibrahimovic.
He could maybe try the whole Kolarov thing to be a little bit kind of odd, but typically Pep, you could think he needs a little bit of extra physicality there. And Kolarov, maybe he's actually probably a little bit taller than Otamendi, but I would probably definitely think he'd go for Stones and Mendy because it's working at the moment.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, you're not going to try and fix it for the derby, are you?
No, I don't think so.
And then left back, this is where I'm not sure if he'll go for Clichy or Kolarov. I know he does seem to love Kolarov, but he seems like Kolarov more when he's at centre back, weirdly, than he does at left back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. He's played him more. He's played more in that role, or he's started in that role more.
I think it might be Clichy.
Yeah,
I think it might be because I think he'll prefer his defensive abilities. I'll probably be totally wrong on that, but I'm going to say Clichy. But now the situation is where we get to midfield, and this is the first big one, Gundogan. Can you start someone who's not played football for that long in a derby in your first game?
It's Pep in it, so you don't know. I mean, I'm going to go.
It's always like this.
It might be in goal. I'm going to say no because I think it's too big a game for him to have come back from an injury of that size to play in straight off the bat. And I think, and as far as what it might do to him mentally if he doesn't have a good game, I don't know how Pep works.
I think he'll be on the bench, personally.
Yeah.
I think the midfield that we've been playing recently, which has been Silva alongside, it's been Fernandinho, then Silva and De Bruyne kind of ahead of him.
Yeah.
I think that will be the midfield.
I think
it's working at the moment. They're more in tune to how we want to play. And I think Pep will like the fact that they know what they've got to do, so to speak. They're obviously all very familiar with the Premier League as well. Gundogan isn't familiar with it at all yet. He hasn't got the fitness.
Yeah.
And maybe
he'd be better at Bournemouth, wouldn't he, the week after?
Yeah, maybe a substitute appearance for him. Maybe a little bit later on in the game. And that would make sense to me as well, because we might need something a little bit different potentially at some stage in the game.
Yeah.
So I reckon it's going to be those three midfield. I think Fernandinho, Silva, De Bruyne as it's kind of like attacking midfielders ahead of them.
Silva's really come on again, hasn't he, under Pep?
He was great for Spain the other day as well.
Yeah, he's looking good. So yeah, no reason not to play him.
And then this is the big one because we'll get to the wingers because it's the striker where we need to answer the question.
Yeah.
We haven't got a striker. Well, we haven't. We've got Kelechi, he is a striker, but we haven't got our main man Aguero.
Boney.
Which is, Boney, yeah. He's gone to Stoke now to probably score 20 goals.
You'd know he will as well.
Of course he will do. Get him in your FanDuel teams, that's what I would say. Kelechi is... Do you think he should start? He scored a wonder goal for Nigeria the other day. Did you see it?
I didn't know. No.
20-yarder top corner from outside the area. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Will he start?
I would start him personally.
Yeah, but you're the youth team.
See, I've got this theory, right, that every player, in general youth play, they always have that one big breakout game. And I think he's had a lot of good performances, but he's still very much our talent. He's not really the world's talent yet.
Do you think a derby is the right breakout game? Maybe.
I'm looking maybe at the story, the romanticism of the whole thing. I reckon it could be the one where Kelechi does a Rashford. And reverses it. And thinking it could be the one where Pep goes, you know what, lad, get in there.
So awesome.
Exactly, get in there. I trust you for this.
He's capable of it.
Of course he
is. No
question.
Totally. Yeah.
I would personally do that. I would start Kelechi and say, you're going to press from the front, which he does excellently anyway. He does work really hard.
Yeah.
And I would say to him, go out there and improve yourself. And not that he needs to massively, but I think this could be his big chance.
He's got the confidence, hasn't he, Kelechi, as well. And he's got quite an old head on young shoulders. Just his physicality. And when you see him the way he holds himself and the way he moves about. He looks like a confident guy. He doesn't look like oh my God, I'm in the big team. It looks like he knows what he's doing. He can control it.
But the question is, I can say why I would do it, but do you think he'll start? It's predicting the team. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't see what choice he's got really. Outside of that, it's quite a creative rethink if you're not putting Kelechi at the front. What are you doing?
Then, one of Sane, Sterling, or Nolito misses out, or maybe Navas.
I'm saying that Sane is in for Nolito.
Do you think he's going to start?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Interesting. So maybe Sterling move over to the left again, and Sane on the right.
Yeah.
Do you know what, that's a bold claim? I'm not sure, if I'm being honest, but you might think, do you know what, this could be the big game for him as well. It could be his debut, he could be up for it. Yeah. He's a very explosive player, a lot of pace, a lot of skill.
Yeah.
I would love to see him start, and I wouldn't even mind seeing Nolito coming off the bench because he's been a hell of a useful squad player so far, hasn't he?
This could be, win, lose or draw, what this could be for City fans is a game where we get to see Pep Guardiola's Man City, and what it'll look like for the rest of the season. This could be the game with all those players fit where we see that. And that, like I say, regardless of the result, that could be an amazingly thrilling thing to see,
Yeah, and okay, well, let's do that. We'll have Sterling on the left, Kelechi through the middle, and Sane on the right. Then obviously that leaves on the bench the likes of like Gundogan, maybe Yaya if he's involved, I don't know. But then obviously the Nolito. So he's got a few options on the bench. But on to United, are you fearful of them?
Do you know what? I'm fearful of United. I'm not fearful of Mourinho. If that makes sense.
Mean, yeah.
United have got a great side, no doubt about it. They've got some brilliant players. Luke Shaw has been brilliant. Bailey's been brilliant. Mkhitaryan looks dangerous. Ibrahimovic looks dangerous on a good day. On a bad day, he's laughable. Pogba has been hit and miss actually for me so far. But on paper they've got a great team. But they've got Mourinho managing them, and I think that what they might end up doing is playing in a Mourinho way, very defensively and very cagey.
I would probably agree with that, but let's get on to the City predictor then. Now, last week's forfeit obviously was to wear a Pepe's Ball t-shirt, and annoyingly, I actually really like it.
Do you know what? I do as well. This was supposed to be something I didn't know. How come I'm doing the forfeit every week on this? I'm getting a chili. I'm doing. What am I going to in 3 weeks' time? I'll probably be doing it nude or something. We'll have run out of forfeits.
I'm not going to be here then.
Paul's doing that one. He's putting himself forward for it.
Yeah, it's fair. You could be worse. You could be Gimp Paul sat on the floor there.
Oh, that was the best one. Yeah.
Worse. But yes, Sterling did it for me. He Paul has just attacked Elliot from a distance. It's chaos in the BlueMoonRisingTV set. But yeah, that's it. Well, this week forfeit. Both of us are going on holiday next week. I'm going to Rome. You're going to
Greece.
So we're not actually probably going to be here. So we needed to do something that was in honour. Take it away, Elliot. Go on.
Well, here's Brian Kidd. And
City legend
Brian Kidd. We were talking about how much we love Brian Kidd.
Genuinely true.
And how much he's an unsung hero of ours. So we're going to take Brian on holiday with us, and we're going to see how many. Well, you're going to see how many Italians you can get to say I love Brian Kidd.
If you've not said the Greeks first, obviously.
And I've got the Greeks to say.
I reckon we just try and get Brian Kidd. If whoever loses basically has to get a number of our overseas, not even fans, just random people in the street to say that they love Brian Kidd.
Yes.
And we'll film it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So I
really.
could be outside the Colosseum in Rome, just getting this random like Roberto, just going like.
And I could be just in a bar because that's where I'll be for the whole holiday.
Drunk, sad,
just
crying.
With a load of Greek drunks singing "We love Brian Kidd, we love." So there's Brian there. So Brian's coming on a holiday with both of us.
Yeah, well, maybe one of us.
It's a beautiful thing.
We'll see. But basically,
if I lose, I'll take him anyway.
Okay, yeah, yeah, actual Brian Kidd. But anyway, who went first last week? I can't remember.
Oh,
you went first last week.
We've got no Aguero. What are we going to do?
Right, okay, first goal scorer. I'm going to go first this week. I am going to go for...
Don't say Sterling.
I'm going to say Sterling. I'm going to say David Silva.
David Silva, first goal scorer.
Yep, your choice.
I'm going to go... I think we'll score before then. So let me say Raheem Sterling.
Not a bad shout. Your man of the match.
Ooh. John Stones.
That's a decent shout as well. I think the man of the match could be I think it might be someone like Kelechi. So he's going to work really hard and run it, and people are going to give it in for his effort and say the whole narrative. He did a great job standing in for Aguero. You know, he left in the front. That whole.
Why didn't I? Can I change that?
No, you can't. I'm going to go for Kelechi, and this is the bit where you get to choose the score.
Oh man, this is the big one, isn't it?
No, it's my choice first. Actually.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to go for the derby. What?
I'm actually going for 1-1.
You're going for 1-1.
Yeah.
Last few have been low scoring, haven't they?
I just think it'll be a stale.
There's been a 0-0 and a 1-0 the last two. So I'm going to go with 2-2. I'm going to smash it with the goals.
2-2. Yeah. Basically, none of us predict to win. I think it's one of those games where it's hard to tell, isn't it, in general?
Really hard to tell, and especially as we were saying before, with the team being all those new players that we've not seen yet could be there. No Aguero, who knows? It's a real unknown, isn't it?
To be honest, I'm not even too concerned in general. I just want the team to play well. I know that sounds really kind of wimpy, but I do think as long as we play well and continue the progress we've been making so far, I'll be happy with that. But Blues, what do you reckon? Who's going to be the first goal scorer, the man of the match? Who's going to... I've lost what I'm saying now. I'm getting carried away in terms of the derby. What do you reckon to make of Elliot's t-shirt? I've lost it. Carry on.
Well, if you want one of these, you better crack on with your fan duel, because that's how you get to win one, and I will make it for you. We'll even make a little film of me hand drawing it. Isn't it a thing of wonder and beauty? You can have this one if you want. Paul, do you want this one?
Get in the comments below, drop a like on the video, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.